You never really know the people around you. At least that's what they always say, right? We pass strangers on the street, sit next to them on the bus, share walls with them in these cramped city apartments, and never think twice. But sometimes you should think twice. Because last month I learned something about my neighbor, something I'll never forget. His name was Mr. Decker. Apartment 4B, directly across the hall from mine. Older guy, late 50s maybe, tall, thin, quiet. I'd see him in passing sometimes, usually just a polite nod and a muttered, "Hello." He always wore the same dark coat, even on the hottest days, and carried this old leather satchel. He was ordinary, completely unremarkable, until the night I saw him dragging something down the hallway. It was a Wednesday, around midnight. I had fallen asleep on the couch with the TV on, and something, a noise, I think, woke me up. It was faint at first, like a soft scraping sound, but then it got louder. I got up, peeped through my peephole, and that's when I saw him. Mr. Decker was in the hallway, dragging a large black duffel bag. It was heavy, so heavy that he was hunched over, pulling it inch by inch. His coat was off, and for the first time, I noticed how pale and gaunt he looked, like he hadn't slept in days. I told myself that was none of my business, probably just moving furniture or taking out the trash. But then, I saw the blood. There was a small, dark stain on the hallway carpet, right where the bag had been. It wasn't much, but it was enough. Enough to make my stomach turn. I stepped back from the door, heart pounding. My first instinct was to call someone, the police maybe, but I hesitated. What if it was nothing? What if I was overreacting? I didn't want to look like some paranoid neighbor spying through the peephole. So, I waited. I sat on the couch, staring at my phone, my hands shaking. And then, just as I convinced myself it was nothing, I heard it again. The scraping sound. But this time, it was coming back. I didn't look through the peephole again. I couldn't, but I sat there listening as the sound got closer. And then, it stopped, right outside my door. For what felt like an eternity, there was nothing but silence. No footsteps, no breathing, just nothing. I thought maybe he'd gone, but then I heard it. A soft, deliberate knock on my door. My heart was in my throat. I didn't move, didn't breathe. The knock came again, louder this time. I don't know how long I sat there phrasing, maybe minutes, maybe hours. But eventually I heard him walk away. The floorboards creaked under his weight, and then the door to 4B closed. That was it, just silence again. The next morning I went to the hallway. The bloodstain was gone. The carpet was clean, too clean. I wanted to convince myself it was all in my head. Maybe I imagined it. But then I saw the duffel bag again. It was sitting by the dumpster out back, closed, padlocked. And this time I didn't hesitate. I called the police. When they arrived, I watched from my window as they opened the bag. Inside, they found tools, a saw, knives, plastic sheets, all stained with blood. Mr. Decker was gone, disappeared. His apartment, empty, like he'd never lived there at all. And me? Well, I moved out a week later. I don't know where he went or what he was doing that night, but sometimes, late at night, I swear I hear it again, that faint scraping sound, and when I do, I don't open the door. Thanks for listening to my story. What would you have done in my situation? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to hear more unsettling tales, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. See you in the next video.